since begun to tell this tragic history inspired a ghost story. New guests and paranormal investigators alike have reported strange occurrences. The sound of gentle footsteps, doors slamming shut on their own, and showing cold spots in certain areas.
332, holy shit, you're old.
This historic site was once a brutal convict settlement, and is now considered one of the most haunted locations in Australia. During the 1800s, this prison housed some of the most hardened criminals of the British Empire. In spots which the separate prisoners were left in solitary confinement, generally the law station. Guided ghost tours take you through the darkened hallways and past the cells, where some say the tortured souls of the past still remain. Port Arthur's dark history and ghostly reputation make it a must visit for those looking to experience the paranormal firsthand. 3. The Ghost of Frederick Fisher, Campbelltown, New South Wales. The Ghost of Frederick Fisher is one of Australia's most famous ghost stories, dating back to 1826 in Campbelltown, New South Wales. Fisher was a local farmer who mysteriously disappeared, and after weeks of fruitless searching, his fate remained unknown, until a ghostly figure. And every November, the town of Campbelltown celebrates the Fisher's Ghost Festival, keeping this eerie tale alive. 4. Old Melbourne Jail, Victoria. Built in the mid-1800s, Old Melbourne Jail housed some of the most dangerous criminals in Australia's history, including the infamous bushranger Ned Kelly. The jail was also the site of 133 executions, and many believe that the souls of those who met their end on the gallows still linger. Visitors have reported hearing disembodied voices, footsteps echoing down the cell blocks, and the unsettling feeling of being watched. One of the most active spirits is believed to be that of Ned Kelly himself, who was hanged here in 1880. His last words, "Such is life," are said to still echo through the halls. Paranormal tours take brave visitors through the darkened cells and execution chamber, offering a glimpse into the grim history that haunts this prison to this day. 5.
Proof trust without the fuss with Vanta AI. Complete security questionnaires up to 5 times faster. Vanta AI learns from your documents and past responses to generate instant and accurate answers for you to approve.
Frederick Federici tragically died of a heart attack while taking his final bow. However, to the audience, it seemed as though Federici had continued his performance from beyond the grave. Ever since that fateful night, theater staff and performers have reported seeing a shadowy figure in the theater believed to be Federici himself. He's often seen in the dress circle, quietly observing performances. In fact, it's considered good luck for the cast to acknowledge Federici before each show. The Princess Theatre remains a beautiful yet haunted venue where the show must go on, even for those beyond the grave. 6th Quarantine Station, Sydney, New South Wales. The quarantine station in Sydney, New South Wales has a chilling history of disease, death, and despair. Established in the 1830s to prevent the spread of contagious illnesses, it housed passengers arriving by ship who were suspected of carrying infectious diseases. Many never left, succumbing to illnesses like smallpox and the Spanish flu. Today, the quarantine station is a hotspot for paranormal activity, with numerous reports of ghost sightings and unexplained phenomena. Visitors have experienced strange sounds, cold spots, and even ghostly touches. The hospital ward and the morgue are particularly active, where the spirits of those who died in quarantine are said to roam. Ghost tours offer a chance to explore the haunted buildings and possibly encounter one of the restless spirits still lingering in this once isolated station. 7. Airedale Lunatic Asylum, Victoria. Our next destination takes us to one of Australia's largest abandoned asylums, Airedale Lunatic Asylum in Victoria. This sprawling facility, built in 1867, was designed to house the mentally ill, and during its operation, saw more than 13,000 deaths. Airedale has long been associated with the eerie tales of mistreatment, suffering, and paranormal encounters. The spirits of former patients are said to wander the halls, and visitors report hearing unexplained screams, whispers, and footsteps in the long-abandoned wards. One of the most haunted areas is the men's surgery, where crude treatments and lobotomies were once performed. Ghost tours of the asylum offer a terrifying glimpse into the darker side of mental health care, with many who visit reporting an overwhelming sense of unease, and even physical sensations, such as being touched or pushed by unseen forces. Airedale Lunatic Asylum is truly a place where the past lingers, and not always peacefully. 8. The Alkimos Wreck, Western Australia. Off the coast of Western Australia lies the rusting remains of the SS Alkimos, a shipwreck that's become infamous for its strange and supernatural occurrences. The ship ran aground in 1963 and has been a source of eerie tales ever since. Locals and divers alike have reported seeing shadowy figures aboard the wreck, hearing disembodied voices, and even spotting mysterious lights around the ship at night. The Alkimos' haunted reputation is believed to stem from a series of misfortunes and deaths that plagued the ship's construction and service. Some believe that the ship carries a curse, as every effort to move or salvage the wreck has been met with bizarre accidents and bad luck. To this day, the Alkimos remains a chilling reminder of the mysteries that lurk beneath the waves. 9. Beechworth Lunatic Asylum, Victoria. Beechworth Lunatic Asylum in Victoria, formerly known as the Mayday Hills Lunatic Asylum, was operational for over 128 years, and is another location deeply tied to Australia's dark past of mental health treatment. The asylum housed thousands of patients, many of whom were subjected to inhumane treatments, and saw more than 9,000 deaths during its time. Today, the building stands abandoned, but many believe it is still home to the restless spirits of former patients. Paranormal activity is frequently reported during ghost tours, with visitors hearing voices, seeing shadowy figures, and feeling sudden chills in certain parts of the building. The ghost of matron Sharp's care for the patients is said to roam the halls, and the spirits of children who died in the asylum are often heard laughing and playing in the corridors. Beechworth is a place where the past is still very much alive in the most unsettling way. 10. Gladesville Mental Hospital, New South Wales. Moving on to New South Wales, we arrive at Gladesville Mental Hospital, a place with a grim history of abuse, mistreatment, and death. Founded in 1838, this psychiatric hospital operated for over a century, and during that time, thousands of patients where former patients are believed to linger, perhaps still seeking peace after the horrors they endured. Although the hospital is now mostly abandoned. Its reputation as a paranormal hotspot remains. 11. Devil's Pool, Govinda, Queensland. The next stop on our list takes us to the natural beauty of Devil's Pool in Govinda, Queensland, a place that holds a dark and mysterious legend. The pool is part of a cascading river system, but despite its picturesque surroundings, it has claimed the lives of many who have dared to swim there. According to Aboriginal legend, the pool is cursed, haunted by the spirit of a young woman named Ulana. Heartbroken after being separated from her lover, Ulana is said to have drowned herself in the waters, and her restless spirit now lures men to their deaths. Numerous drownings have been recorded at Devil's Pool, and many believe the paranormal activity is to blame. Visitors to the area often speak of an eerie feeling of being watched, and a sudden, inexplicable urge to enter the water. Devil's Pool remains a place of beauty and danger, where the past seems to have a firm grip on the present. 12. The Rocks, Sydney, New South Wales. Back in Sydney, we explore the Rocks, a historic district famous for its cobblestone streets, old pubs, and of course, its ghostly reputation. This area was one of the first settlements in Australia, and its history is rife with tales of convicts, soldiers, and settlers who lived hard and often met violent ends. The ghost tours through the rocks are some of the most popular in Sydney, taking visitors to haunted pubs, alleyways, and houses where spirits are said to linger. One of the most well-known haunted spots is the Hero of Waterloo, a pub where it's believed a former owner and his wife still reside, long after their deaths. Visitors to the rocks have reported seeing shadowy figures, hearing footsteps in empty rooms, and experiencing strange, unexplainable chills. The past is very much alive in the rocks, where history and the paranormal collide in every corner. 13. North Head Quarantine Station, Manly, New South Wales. Located just outside Sydney, the North Head Quarantine Station in Manly is another site with a dark and haunted past. Established in the 1830s, this quarantine station was used to isolate immigrants who were suspected of carrying contagious diseases. Over the years, thousands died at the station, and their spirits are believed to still roam the area. Visitors to the quarantine station have reported a variety of paranormal phenomena, including ghostly apparitions, unexplained cold spots, and even physical sensations, like being touched or pushed by unseen hands. The morgue and isolation wards are particularly active areas where the ghosts of those who died in quarantine are said to linger. Ghost tours of the site offer a chilling glimpse into the past, with many participants leaving with stories of their own eerie encounters. 14. Woomera Village, South Australia. In the heart of the South Australian desert lies Woomera Village, a place with a mysterious and haunted reputation. Originally a military testing site for rockets and weapons, Woomera was once shrouded in secrecy, and many believe that the strange activities that took place there have left a paranormal imprint. Visitors to Woomera have reported seeing ghostly apparitions, hearing unexplained noises, and feeling a sense of dread while walking through the abandoned parts of the village. Some even claim to have witnessed UFO sightings in the area, adding to Woomera's eerie and otherworldly atmosphere. Whether it's the spirits of those connected to the site's secretive past or something far stranger, Woomera remains a place where the unknown still lingers. 15. Bago Road Jail, Brisbane, Queensland. Our final stop brings us to one of Australia's most notorious prisons, Bago Road Jail in Brisbane, Queensland. Built in the 1880s, Bago Road housed some of the country's most dangerous criminals, and was the site of numerous executions. The prison was infamous for its harsh conditions, and many of its inmates died either at the gallows or within its walls. Today, the jail is a hotspot for paranormal activity, with many visitors reporting ghostly encounters during the nighttime tours. The spirits of former inmates are believed to haunt the cell blocks, particularly those who were executed. Disembodied voices, footsteps, and even full-body apparitions have been reported in the jail, making it one of Australia's most haunted locations. Bago Road Jail stands as a chilling reminder of a dark chapter in the country's history, one that continues to haunt those who visit. And there you have it, 15 of the most haunted places in Australia. From haunted homes and prisons to cursed waters and abandoned asylums, these
chunks of glazed chocolate with sticky butter with shit. That's what it's doing.
Welcome, brave soul, to our spine-killing journey as we delve into the top 15 most haunted abandoned houses in New Zealand. From the misty mountains to the quiet coastlines.
the house. Welcome to our journey through the top 15 haunted houses in Canada. These historic homes may look charming on the outside, but each one holds a dark and eerie secret. From restless spirits to ghostly apparitions, these houses have become infamous for their paranormal activity. Whether you're a skeptic Sudan's Victorian charm, built by the wealthy Colbert Robert Dunstan in the late 19th century, this castle was originally intended to be one of the oldest homes of his family. Tragically, Robert Dunstan passed away before its completion, leaving behind a legacy of grandeur. As many believe, by lingering presence, numerous visitors and staff have reported seeing ghostly figures wandering the halls. Some even claim to have seen the apparition of Dunsmuir himself, overseeing the station at his opening door. Mysterious horror spots, flickering lights, and phantom footsteps have also been reported throughout the castle. The most common hauntings, however, seem to focus on a woman dressed in black, who is thought to be Jane Allen, Robert's widow, who comes to the castle. Whether you're drawn to the lavish decor or the tales of the paranormal, Springdale Castle is a must-visit for those seeking a touch of the supernatural in a historic setting. 2. Mackenzie House, Toronto, Ontario. In the heart of bustling Toronto lies Mackenzie House, the former home of William Lyon Mackenzie, Toronto's first mayor. The house has a long history of hauntings that date back to its earliest days. Mackenzie himself was a fiery, controversial figure, and was released in 1837 under Canada Rebellion. After his death in 1861, string of occurrences began to plague the home. Visitors and staff frequently report hearing the eerie sound of piano music coming from rooms when no one is present. Footsteps echo through the halls late at night, often accompanied by the sensation of being watched. Some have even seen a ghostly figure that resembles Mackenzie, still overseeing his old domain. The energy inside Mackenzie House is palpable, and the artifacts from the past seem to stir the spirits of those who once lived there. The paranormal conspiracies. This historic home offers a glimpse into Toronto's rich past, alongside some truly spine-tingling experiences. 3. Dufferin County Museum House, Rosemount, Ontario. Tucked away in the countryside of Ontario is the Dufferin County Museum House, a seemingly quiet location that harbors few secrets. Originally built as a residence, this house-turned museum has garnered a reputation for its paranormal activity. Visitors often report a distinct sense of unease as they explore the rooms, with strange noises and disembodied voices breaking the silence. The most chilling reports involve apparitions, shadowy figures that appear slightly. Some of these spirits and some residents have been run down, while others believe they are attached to the historical artifacts of this island. One particularly comes to otherwise refers to the tunnel leading to the permanently upstairs rooms, but after filling the empty halls. If you're looking for a lesser known but truly effective house, the Bedrock House suffers an effective paranormal experience. 4. Redmond House, Belgium, Ontario. Redmond House is a magnificent Victorian home for the village of Fieldsbury, which since then the reputation is running Ontario's most popular house. This grand estate is once the residence of the village family. It's believed that the spirits of past residents still live in the rooms running the halls. Visitors often hear unexplained children there, accompanied by whispers, and a feeling of being followed. The most frequently reported sightings are of a woman dressed in old-fashioned attire, thought to be the ghost of Harriet Phillips, who died in the house. Some have even reported seeing her walking through the dining room, still overseeing her home as though she were alive. Glanmore House is a remarkable example of Victorian architecture, but for those who are sensitive to the paranormal, it offers much more than just beautiful design. The spirits that roam these halls ensure that Glanmore is as much a part of the afterlife as it is a piece of history. 5. Bytown Museum House, Ottawa.
Oh, fuck, okay. There's the enjoy more than much more, really, okay.
Oh, any notes? Definitely need notes. I know, this place is up. Ontario. Originally built as a private residence, the Bytown Museum in Ottawa stands as a relic of the city's earliest days. The museum is housed in what was once the Commissariat building, constructed in 1827, and it holds the distinction of being Ottawa's oldest stone structure. But it's not just history that lingers here. This house is reportedly haunted by the spirits of its past residents and visitors. The most famous ghost is that of Duncan McNabb, a former caretaker who lived in the building and is said to have died under mysterious circumstances. His presence is often felt in the form of cold spots, strange noises, and some may be seen as apparitions staring out from the city's windows. Objects have been known to move on their own, and the staff frequently report hearing voices echoing through the empty rooms.
Holy fucking shit. Oh wow, 35 years old, 32, 36.
6. Rutherford House, Edmonton, Alberta. Rutherford House, the stadium home of Alberta's first premier, Alexander Campbell Rutherford, is not just a monument in the legal history. It's also said to be a hot spot for apparently.
Oh my god, Connor fucking hell about okay.
But visitors often report encountering more than just artifacts from the past. Strange occurrences like doors opening, closing on their own, lights flickering, and cold grass that no sorts have been experienced here. Most chilling of all, some guests have seen the spectral figure of a woman in period clothing, believed to be the spirit of Patty Rutherford, Alexander's wife. She's often spotted wandering through the upstairs bedrooms and hallways, maintaining a watchful eye on her former home. Other reports tell of a ghostly butler still attending to rooms long after death. For those interested in a haunting deeply intertwined with Alberta's history, Rutherford House offers an eerie journey into both the political and supernatural past of the province. 7. Bell House, Calgary, Alberta. Bell House in Calgary may appear as a quaint and unassuming residence, but it hides a terrifying reputation for ghostly encounters. Built in the early 1900s, the house has been home to several generations, but it's the spirit of a woman dressed in white that visitors find most unsettling. Frequently spotted in the upper floors, her ghost is often seen peering out of windows or gliding silently through hallways. Legend has it that she's a former resident who tragically died under mysterious circumstances, and now her restless spirit wanders the home, seeking something or someone she lost in life. Cold drafts, unexplained banging sounds, and the sensation of being watched are common experiences for those who visit Bell House. The eerie feeling intensifies at night, when the house is said to come alive with paranormal energy. It's a must-see for anyone looking to explore Calgary's haunted history. 8. Halifax Citadel House, Halifax, Nova Scotia. While the Halifax Citadel itself is known for its military history, it's the nearby officers' housing structures that have garnered a haunted reputation. Dating back to the 19th, the most common sighting is that of a young soldier, forever on patrol, whose spirit has been seen both inside the houses and walking the grounds outside. Objects move without explanation, and visitors often feel a sudden, unexplainable drop in temperature as they enter certain rooms. Whether or not you believe in the paranormal, the Halifax Citadel houses often spine-tingling connection to the city's rich, and perhaps still very active military past. 9. Beaconsfield House, Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island. Beaconsfield House, a beautiful Victorian mansion in Charlottetown, was once the pride of Prince Edward Island. Built in 1877, this house's history is marked by wealth, tragedy, and, as many believe, lingering spirits. The most famous ghost associated with Beaconsfield is that of James Peake Jr., a former owner who suffered a series of financial and personal hardships before his untimely death. Visitors and staff report hearing his footsteps echoing through the halls, accompanied by doors slamming and lights flickering. Others have seen shadowy figures flitting through the rooms, especially near the grand staircase where James reportedly had his final moments. And today, those who visit Beaconsfield House can sense a heavy, almost oppressive atmosphere, as if the walls...
Oh my god, Paul Carter's the guy your fucking clutch machine.
It's a stop you won't want to miss if you're looking for a ghostly experience on Prince Edward Island. 10. Cornish House, Winnipeg. Manitoba Cornish House in Winnipeg stands as a reminder of the city's early days. But this historic home is far from quiet. Built in the early 20th century, the house is said to be haunted by multiple spirits, most notably that of a former resident who suffered a tragic accident. Visitors and passers-by report seeing a ghostly figure standing by the windows or wandering the grounds late at night. The night. Inside, there are stories of objects moving on their own, strange knocks on the walls, and the unmistakable feeling of being watched. The most unnerving aspect of Cornish House is the recurring vision of a young girl who is often seen on the staircase, her presence accompanied by an overwhelming sense of sadness. For those who seek a true paranormal experience in Manitoba, Cornish House is a location steeped in mystery and ghostly encounters. 11. Fulford Place, Brockville, Ontario. Fulford Place, a grand Edwardian mansion in Brockville, is both a stunning historical site and a notorious haunted house. Built by businessman George Taylor Fulford in 1899, this opulent home has seen tragedy, most notably the untimely death of Fulford himself in a car accident. Since then, visitors to the house have reported seeing the spirit of Fulford's wife, Mary, who is said to still roam the halls in mourning. Phantom footsteps echo through the corridors, doors creak open and shut, and cold spots appear suddenly, even in the heat of summer. The most unsettling encounters, however, involve sightings of a woman in white, whom many believe to be Mary Fulford herself, still dressed in her finest as she keeps watch over the home she loved. For those fascinated by
Say stop running in and out. No back talking running in the mouth. Better hit back. No crime running in the house. Better get back. See the street lights dimming out. Spitting out blue color spit. I've been spinning mine. Last one whatever the candy lady been giving out. Last time I checked, they went they giving out. Now I see choppers, helicopters. You did just be water guns. Now it's war with they don't the whole block up. It ain't mercy, heaven gone off. It don't hurt to help, but no offers come across the mind. And kids with grown problems got my own problems. I done been out here in the world, living and trying to make a home out it. See you in, you make it back home. Oh no, my dogs go to play when they die. Oh no, it's outside.
At the intersection of wealth and tragedy, Fulford Place is a haunting reminder of how even the richest lives can be touched by the supernatural. 12. Jared Hargreaves House, Vancouver, British Columbia. Jared Hargreaves House, a modest home in Vancouver, has gained a reputation as one of the city's most haunted locations. The house is said to be haunted by the spirit of Jared Hargreaves, a man who tragically died near the property in the early 1900s. His restless spirit is believed to still inhabit the home, with frequent sightings of a shadowy figure moving through the rooms and strange noises heard at all hours of the day and night. Visitors report feeling an overwhelming sense of sorrow and discomfort, particularly in the upstairs bedrooms. Some have even felt an invisible presence brush past them as they explore the house. The eeriest part of all is the sound of faint ghostly whispers, as if Jared himself is trying to communicate from beyond the grave. This house, though modest in appearance, offers one of the most intense paranormal experiences in Vancouver. 13. Westmount House, Montreal, Quebec. Westmount House in Montreal is a stunning example of Victorian architecture, but its beauty hides a dark secret. For years, this home has been at the center of ghost stories and paranormal reports. The house is said to be haunted by the spirits of its former residents, particularly a woman who has been seen pacing the hallways late at night. Visitors often report hearing strange noises, such as furniture moving on its own, or mysterious footsteps echoing from empty rooms. The atmosphere in the house is said to be thick with tension, as if the ghosts within are restless. Some claim to have seen fleeting glimpses of shadowy figures in the corners of their vision, only for the figures to disappear when they turn to look. Whether or not you believe in ghosts, there's no denying that Westmount House carries an unsettling energy that has kept paranormal investigators intrigued for years. 14. Auberge St. Gabriel House, Montreal, Quebec. Though Auberge St. Gabriel now functions as a high-end event venue, it was once a residential home, and its haunting history has remained. Located in Old Montreal, this house dates back to 1754. It is one of the oldest surviving buildings in the city, and is said to be haunted by the ghosts of former residents, particularly that of circumstances. Her spirit is often seen wandering the fires, the footsteps heard in echo. Visitors also report hearing disembodied voices and signal lights in the for no apparent reason. The most famous ghost story involves a man whose house in Dexter's house. His apparitions can seen in the bathroom, with entertainers are waiting for him to lift in the guns. For those who have raised house, Auberge St. Gabriel offers a fascinating blend of history and ambience in the heart of Montreal. 15. Colborne Lodge House, Toronto, Ontario. Colborne Lodge, nestled within Toronto's High Park, was the home of John and Jemima Howard, and its Jemima spirit that is said to still linger here. After Jemima passed away in the house in 1877, strange occurrences began to plague the property. Visitors and staff have reported seeing a woman in old-fashioned clothing, Jemima herself, walking the halls and occasionally appearing at the windows. The air in Colborne Lodge is often heavy with an unexplained sense of melancholy, as though the past is still very much present. Ghostly cold spots, unexplainable noises, and the sound of a woman's voice are just some of the experiences visitors have. The legend of James is so dominant that it draws both distant types of paranormal experiences alike. It's clear that the maximum problem Colborne Lodge is supposed to be. As we wrap up our tour of Canada's most haunted, one thing is clear. These homes are more than just relics of the past. They hold within them the whispers of those who lived.
This is more than natural folks. This is a huge dose. Oh, just professional. Introduce something new.
Welcome back. Alright, so there's always a discussion on some, THC roots for this thing. I clearly hate roots, and I got roots for this thing. So alright, so much bio just a little bit. I used to be one because I don't do that anymore because when I'm speaking from one night to the next, I'd like to see what he gains and depend on what the situation is. And so it's not the teams that I root for the most, then it'll just be different here. And see the folks like how to rank it in the way that you do. So it'll be teams I'm openly rooting for, teams that are only teams that I don't really get the whole tier thing, right? So the top ranked team, of course, I'm ranked is because they are number one. So I can go ahead and assign a number to go ahead and because they are number one that I cheer for most often in that. This year, that's the case. And there's really tough guys, so definitely get moments where I wonder whether my band is necessarily, but continue to root for Vancouver. So they're number one. And number two, And it's been pretty far over. It's not a surprise. But this is their season, though, because while I'm I'm also keeping my eye on the future. I do feel like this season they just don't have it. They can't shake that feeling from the brain. So there's definitely part of me thinking, I want to see them win. I want to see them succeed. I also want that long-term success. That to the playoffs this year might not be the worst thing to happen. So I don't get that upset. It's generally not the case because they've won 8 of 9 so far this year. I generally not that upset. This is really the Dallas. Now, with this Dallas playing lots of success, I did find that rooting for Dallas from the perspective that I did understand that Dallas was, at least I think, this season set up and things would win. And so, by it, I think the Stanley Cup. So, I'm definitely when Dallas lost and played together. I'm fine with Dallas. I don't have an emotional connection to the game. I can just sit back and watch it as an observer. This is why the teams play against each other. I'm very happy. Because, like, all right, so whoever wins, and I can just enjoy the game for what it is. This is why I know I'm a fan of the team. Because that doesn't happen with any team. Now, number 4 is where things get a little bit more difficult. Okay, so this season, again, things change from year to year. Ruben's numbers on the report. And
handles the pass. Here's a shot. Oh, and somehow he gets a sliver of it and keeps it at bay. Coughs it up on the play. Winnipeg's got a hold of the puck. Streaking into the attacking zone for the win. And they will dump it in. Along the boards, they battle for the puck. Sends it over to Gensel.
I got to figure out which team I've got on the board.
Chicago's ready to go on the attack. Just gets enough to keep it out. In front of the net, the goaltender covers up.
Basically, one of my favorite players. Kyle Connor's one of my favorite players. I like Calabach a lot.
Pass back to the point.
Yeah, I now, what's surprising is the fifth thing actually surprised me. Yeah.
The Jets gain possession of the puck here in the offensive end.
We've gone down on one class now. I've never put the Anaheim organization enough time that I want to see elections down and talk about it. I want the next time that somebody comes wrong, I want something to finish it. And not that how long it's done. So, yeah, Anaheim goes up to that point. And I don't know how I feel about that, because that's all it is. And the big one, all I have enjoyed watching this play for years, but it's got right now with Ottawa because from one step forward, two steps back. Sorry, 7 again for this year. Moving forward.
There's the whistle as the puck stopper likes to hang on.
Yeah, Buffalo. And there's a disappointment here. Buffalo, again, it has been really difficult with Buffalo this year because, again, they're good some nights, but they should have been good on nights. Anything.
The Blackhawks move it in.
And so I found myself really rooting for them. And
what a stop! Scrum along the wall. Chicago's playing it on the side.
Nobody's going to
possession
believe
inside the defensive
that
zone.
I find myself rooting for the Sultan at any point. So I would put Toronto in the top 8. And I think 8's fine. I think 8. I think that's where I think that's fine.
Defensive effort to poke it away.
Very fun. It would be at Toronto.
Back at the point, he set it up. Oh, what a chance there!
Looked like he converted a quick release shot. He had no time or space. Unable to put it by.
Winnipeg scores from behind the net. Trying to engage a little physicality here.
I was
On
watching
the goaltender.
anybody else is jubilate this fan. It felt like the best step forward that we knocked out Tampa, and then scored it from crossing my yard. But Florida, I would be so bad for I don't have a problem with Florida. There was a point where Florida was number 4 on this list. So I don't have a problem with Florida. I don't hate Florida. I don't root for them like I used to, but I don't hate them. New Jersey, I will put in that category as well, because they end up being the popular category. The New Jersey Devils, I like seeing them succeed at this point in time. I would also say the Rangers could go into that category as well. And this is where it does get a little bit difficult for me to try to rank all of this, because I watch them, and I think I'm solid next to the other teams. Utah is not going to go for Pyramid Hey, French. And I like Arizona, so why not find myself rooting for Philadelphia. I'm going to put Philadelphia here, although I do respect Porter Allen. But I understand who this team's going to rebuild, so it's fun for me to get all that. I would put down like I don't have to down a best category. But the New York Islanders, I don't find myself open to rooting for them. They do have a different style of play, though. One thing that I do enjoy about watching my talk is I do every team has some personality when it comes to how they dictate the game. And when you watch the game, you're like, hey, this man is their personality. But, you know, being kind of a stretch when a team's better than there's the problem. Someone was saying this on the board. That's what I did. I put some Thomas saying this on the board. So I'll take this one. And I'll take this one, put that one on the bench. That's what I did. That's why there was one bench. Columbus, I have found myself from the bench. I do have flags, so if they get make the playoffs, Columbus flag goes up, instead of the playoffs, and you're talking right now. But I don't know. Because, like they said, it's like the right hand. But I'm and I would say, I guess the problem after and I don't really act. I'm not really angry. We try to find something a little more. Just change something like I don't think Sully is one of the Mike or Sully is one of the that's about it. But yeah, it's not that I speak not that everything's clear, but you're right, doing it. It's almost like that. Really but I'll put Tampa Bay in that category. I'll go ahead and put Vegas in that category as well. Not openly rooting for, I would put Pittsburgh in that category as well. Montreal not. And what's funny is that there was a time where Montreal would have been right at the bottom. And maybe part of it is that, you know, they've been rebuilding the last few years. And I did find myself kind of proud of them for that run in the 2021 playoffs all the way to the finals. So there's that. LA, I mean, since our last trip to, not our last trip, our last February trip to Anaheim, and again, meeting Kings fans, meeting the anthem singer for the Kings and talking to her for a while, you know, it's that kind of interaction that the channel's provided me with. And honestly, if not for the channel, Anaheim would be right down there at the bottom still. The channel is definitely impacted. So at the end of this, I'll do a little bit of a bonus for all you find people on the internet too. Minnesota, I'm going to put in this category. I don't find myself actively rooting against them. I don't find myself necessarily actively rooting for them, but I'll put them in that category. Carolina, yes. Carolina, I was very actively rooting for at one point not too long ago. And again, it feels like they're a better team. They're playing better. You know, my fandom. Not that any of them do. I don't think there's any team that's done high. Although Anaheim has openly admitted that they're trying to rise into becoming a fan, and as you can tell, kind of working. Edmonton. You know what? I'm kind of see Edmonton in between this region. They're not down here. And as much as Oilers fans think that I have them down here, and I hate the Oilers, how dare they knock out Dallas and Vancouver? Are you kidding me? If I had to hate every team that's knocked out Dallas and Vancouver, I would hate 90% of the NHL, but they get a few them. So, yeah, I'm torn in between these two. I'll put them down here. Feels like this column doesn't have enough. Seattle, I don't find that. Are you sure you parked over here? You see it anywhere? I think it's back this way. Come on. Hey, you're going the wrong way.
You ain't distracted. You're not alone. Whether renting, considering buying a home, or renewing a mortgage, many...
Well, really for Seattle. So I'll put Seattle in that category as well. Washington, I honestly find myself I want the playoffs to be maximum entertaining. And so when it's playing not very entertaining hockey, also during the playoffs, I always have that fear that they're going to be successful in the playoffs, and then other teams are going to go, hey, we can beat. And next thing you know, we're back to the 90s, so all of a sudden when it comes to sports, late 90s better than like early 90s longer. Nashville, I don't really find myself or Nashville just kind of in that bottom area. Again, it doesn't feel amazing. And I don't. And this is the thing I try to explain to people when I do it. I'll get some of some kids. You clearly ain't because I'm team one. I am. Once you cover it like this, it all just kind of comes together and kind of comes the thing you're watching that don't get an emotional investor. Don't play outside. Don't have to. Yeah, absolutely. Calgary.
Nice dish from the left wing. Great defensive effort with the stick. And takes a tour
I do use for Calgary. And I do find myself rooting for Calgary more than most of my fantasy. And I think that's been the case for a long time. So while I get mad at certain series to see Calgary, I understand others know what I was talking about. I don't hold on to them. The same reason the New York Rangers are where they are. I don't hold on to them. I can separate my fandom of the team from teams that beat that team I'm rooting for. I wasn't always able to do that. That definitely was a problem I had back in the day. But I don't find myself. You know what? I don't know something along that. I don't know that they do. I know there's a lot of people that don't saw the Blackhawks and totally get the reality of what the Blackhawks saw the Blackhawks. At this point, I don't have to talk in that area. I try to find them in this for the most.
This just exemplifies the critical nature of a no-zone face-off, James. When you win it, you own possession and you can attack the net.
Peace, Cheryl Pounder. I'm James Cebulski. The playoffs roll on in the next broadcast, and we know we will see you right then and there. Join us then. See ya.
The world is full. Shrouded by song. A land of great friends, large trees, and everlasting rain. The bed hills fires, and this fire became disparity.
And finally, some of the words that they will say. Thus began the age of fire. But soon the flames would flame, and the dark would reign. Yes, the dark side burns here again. And this time, yes, it stopped.
Looks like they brought a couple of readers. Hey, Steve, you got any feet? Come on, guy, you got a back check. Yeah. There's an old saying in my family, that I exodus from the undead struggle, if it's been around for the battle of witches, taken to and that's just a glass, and I'm the thing.
Whoa, this is fucking deep.
I thought we got to great on the mountain, so I could walk ready for phone or something. But Michael says the border trees even I've never seen. It's
Shit.